What's going on, YouTube? Hello, everybody. It's your boy Yimbo, and welcome to my channel, Yimbo Reviews Everything. And, in typical, it happens every once in a while, Toy Daddy fashion, here I am trying to scramble to get things ready. I'm already have a nice glisten of sweat as I freak out over my second camera because I flipped things around. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, or number one, I don't know if I needed the fancy camera on me. That's what I had decided to do. This is now back to my webcam, like the one that I bought as an upgrade. So yeah, you won't get the bokeh, but you get to see a little bit more of the nonsense behind me. It's a little bit brighter on me, but the good news, and it's like 75% good news, is that we're going to have super high resolution of the toys that we'll get to display with the second camera. Because even though my webcam, the Logitech I was using, you guys know I've been complaining about the last couple of weeks. It just gave me so much trouble with autofocusing. And this should be super nice. And the only thing is, if it looks a little, I think it actually looks pretty good right now. But I need to swap out. Again, this is so boring. I'm sorry. But the HDMI cable to the camera, it's just giving it a little wiggle. And I feel like it stretches it a little bit. So we're almost there. So hopefully you're happy with this version of me here and some crispier versions of toys over here. And then we'll talk about all, new stuff. So let's get this out of here for the moment. Hello, everybody. How are you? Again, still trying to tweak audio settings and all of that good fun stuff. I did use this setup to record my video that dropped yesterday morning, and the question of the day was, is collecting a form of hoarding? It's been something that I didn't want to look into personally because, reasons. But I finally did. And again, thank you to the citizens of Yimbonia for voting. There is a new poll up. I only gave 3 options for this week because for the life portion of the stream, this week's going to be very hectic. But let's say hi first. Wyatt Smith's in the house. What's going on, Copper State Collectibles? Just so you guys know, Wyatt is currently selling prints. I need to reach out to him, too, to get one. And this is also a perfect little time to do a little friendo shout out. No, where did I put it? Okay. So the reason this is reminding me, so again, Wyatt, you're the best. So thanks for hanging out each and every week, man. Appreciate you. And like I said, he's selling his toy photography prints. So I just wanted to give you a heads up to go check out Wyatt's page. And for me, like I said, I've been collecting my fellow friend toy photographers' prints whenever I can get my hands on them. And this weekend, so yesterday, I got to see Toy Mirth. Again, shout out to Anthony. So how you doing, Toy Mirth? And he gifted me, he had prints, and he's like, would you like one? I said, absolutely. And he picked this one for me. And I love it. Is this not Toy Daddy's? This is a perfect one for a Toy Daddy. So absolutely love Anthony's work. And again, thank you, Anthony, for the print, because I know that these, producing these things is not free. So thank you, sir. This will be hanging proudly, again, once I get one of my walls ready. And you guys got to see a little bit of my walls down here in that last video, if you checked it out. So anyway, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to everybody. And check this out, Rocco the Great. How you doing, Rocco? So I'm super excited because I got to meet Rocco over at D. Blake's table. And yeah, this is... this will start the whole tale of this. It was really a few hours yesterday. It was not one of my full-blown, I was there for both days, or I was behind the table, I was set, whatever, all the other past recaps that I've done. This one is going to be, it was only a few hours. That's all I was able to muster this weekend with, life and family stuff going on. So, but anyway, I got to meet Rocco. I recognize him instantly. You get to see his stuff all over the place. So, super sweet fellow Toy Daddy. But he was hanging out over at D. Blake's table. That's, again, where my story will kind of start and stop. But yes, look forward to future conversations with Rocco. I'm looking forward to that, buddy. So thank you for being here. And what's up, Jukebox Hero? How are you, my friends? Happy Sunday. There's Messy Photography. How you doing, Emma Kinney? And it's a Machu Toy. How you doing, Matt? Again, so tonight, so many great people that I got to catch up with. I mean, it was straight up like, it was really funny because I was good about spending money. Which again, like now that we are in full blown con season, is certainly a challenge because, like, as I've been joking, but it's true. Like, still trying to lick my wounds from the summer. So there was just so much ridiculous stuff. So it was really nice that walking into the con, I had toys already waiting for me. So Matt hooked me up with some stuff that we're gonna be talking about tonight. And then, yeah, like, I just wish I got to hang out more with the boys. But I did send a link to the Sentinels and the Toy Daddies because this might not be one of my super long streams. It's definitely going to be a 2-hour match, 10 o'clock for sure. But if we tap out, or if I tap out a little early, it's just because of the weekend. But again, I'll get into all of that. I'm not trying to bore you with negativity. You know what's going on, old grumpy nerd. How you doing, buddy boy? And yes, sir, it was so nice meeting you, man. Again, sweetheart, it was awesome. And again, just meeting another fellow toy daddy and that next generation of, just building up this love of all of this, our fandoms, our plastics, our comic books, all of that cool stuff. So definitely really looking forward. Really looking forward to a future conversation with you, Rocco. Man, Beast Boy, got to see you yesterday, man. How are you, buddy boy? Diggs Figs in the house. What's going on? And yes, I know that was for Toy Mirth, our boy. But there's Ryan, our global icon and national treasure. How you doing? KJ's in the house. What's going on? And Rocco, Deep Like knows everyone, dude. So that's where it is. Like, I straight up. As soon as I go to any kind of toy show or toy con run by Viteri Productions, I know my first stop is going to be Deep Lake's table. That is our block is built around that. So yeah, it was really cool. So this year was at the Morristown Armory. So it was a new venue and so much space. It was really, I genuinely enjoyed the actual venue itself. And what was cool is, man, this weekend in New Jersey, just absolutely gorgeous weather. It was a continuation of summer. We're talking like mid to high 70s. It was great. And the Armory had these, at least one that I saw on the side, because I didn't get to walk around much, gigantic garage door, which was just letting in all of this wonderful fresh air also. And it was just really nice, like feeling the fresh air. Because sometimes these cons can get, these venues just in general, we know, like cons in general can get a little stuffy sometimes, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I thought that was so awesome. So anyway, I made my beeline over to D Blake's table. Got to say hi to Damien. Again, guys, everybody that I'm going to be mentioning, at least on the seller side, these are people that, again, I love all of them. I know a bunch of them will have things that you can buy through them online. Just as an FYI, like I could have spent, again, so much money yesterday. If I went back today, I would have spent more money, and I had wanted to, but again, plans, etc. So. Got to meet up with D Blake, got to see Machu and Jay Shaw, love my guys. And from there, like I said, got to see Toy Mirth, got to see Henrock, got to see Man Beast Boy, Lago is chill, I got to see Toy Chase, Duar, I got to hang out with and get to check out all of the crazy, amazing stuff that he had. Got to check out my man Kevin, Lone Wolf Labs, and all of his ridiculous stuff. Oh man, so what was really nice in terms of me as a consumer was that I got to see the things like I wanted, but I wasn't prepared yesterday for purchasing a bunch of stuff. And to be honest, this is because of my video about like just the basement and getting overrun. So I'm still in like a organizing process. And I did a pretty good job. I chipped away a little bit more today. Again, just trying to free up some space here and there. And, just a lot of it is still just getting things out of the house and into, the hands of people that will enjoy these toys. Because I want to get a lot of stuff at Legends Con, specifically in the Dio and, toy photography accessory department. Oh, man. Sorry to skip you, Finn, but Jay Shaw, John, I love you, man. And dude, I really wanted to make it out there to see you guys today. You guys were so close, like where you were eating. I mean, I don't want to be like I was with my family. No, I was with my family. I wanted to be with her. We have to do a better job. And you know what? This is something that came up at SDCC. The Toy Migos ended up pulling it off by doing their meetup. Talked to Lago about some ideas over here, but I do think, especially when it comes to our toy friends, and this has been said by other friends in our group too, but like, you know, sometimes also having the meetup that's not around a con, because I just want to be able to hang out with you guys. So yes, John, thank you very much for the super chat. It's again, never expected and always appreciated. I love you, buddy. And there's Finn. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so Rocco's excited because we got to meet. Man, he was so nice. Such a nice dude. And no, I love getting to hang out. I love getting to hang out. And that's kind of what it was in terms of my stories for yesterday. I wish like it was just awesome swapping stories, catching up with all of my buddies there. So it was so wonderful getting to see everybody that I did. And like I said, getting to see the Lone Wolf Labs and Duart stuff that they've been working on, and that will also be showing up to Legions Con. Like it's heat upon heat upon heat. Kev has one Lone Wolf. And I feel bad that I'm going to say this and then someone's going to buy it, which, again, I would not actually be upset about it because I want my friend to be able to sell his wares, his wonderful artwork. But he has this circular brick archway thing, and I forget what he took the inspiration from, but I instantly saw that as the end of Age of Ultron. And I'm like, oh, that's going to eventually have to come home with me or something like that. So, yeah, very cool stuff. And Cal the Collector's in the house. How you doing, man? Happy Sunday, Carlos. So yeah, there was that. And then we get to the toy stuff. So again, like the friendships, getting to run into everybody. It's always wonderful. It's always wonderful. And yeah, I had planned. So the last 2 days, and this is my joke, because I even missed Sir Trevor. I barely saw Steph, Detour Customs on the way out. I'm I'm half Irish and half Italian, you know, give or take. Those are my dominant ones. So the Italian guy side of me is always the big, like, I got to say goodbye to everybody, wherever I am, you know, I got to make sure. It was so great to, you know, my wife, on the other hand, who's like all Irish, is a fan of the Irish goodbye. So I have this in my lineage. I felt so terrible Irish goodbying the con because literally, so Trevor reached out, he goes, dude, he's like, how did I miss you? I'm like, I can't believe I didn't even get to Trevor's table. I was like, dude, I was just, again, having a blast, all these different kind of bouncing around like a ping pong just in this one stretch of the con. Like it was just that. And my wife called me at like 12, I think it was 12:46. I think I told Trev like 12:50, but it might have been like 12:46 because I was doing a pretty good job. And this is an issue I have, like full blown. My friends know it. Like, but if I'm asked to, because I had a party to take my son to yesterday at 1:00, and at 12:46 I get the phone call, and I'm still standing like right by Toy Chase's table. I'm like, and you know, I again, wonderful relationship with my wife. I hate letting her down, and you know, I was supposed to be home. So I had to rush out, but I did get to give a big hug to Steph on the way out. And then today we had another family party, or another neighborhood kid party to go to. So that was at 12:00. And yeah, just the idea of rushing down, I wasn't sure what, you know, when other people were going to get there, all of the things. So it just turned into kind of like a big family day, which is never a bad thing. But yeah, we definitely, I need to talk to Lago because Lago's got some good ideas. We started a little East Coast talk. It was good. He's got a great idea. Love Lago. Doombot 9000, what's going on, man? Happy Sunday. How are you? Yeah, so it was just a great day. You know, like I said, it was about 3 hours or so, maybe a little less, of friendship and smiles, and I hope all my friends did well that were selling there at the show. I did. So here, let's get back that second camera going, because let's talk about some toys. Let me swap this out. Ba-boom. So again, I hope this looks more high def and great. At least things will be in focus. It's still not ideal. I do have a different version of my cable to try for next week, but yeah, I think this is going to look a lot better, I hope. So yeah, if this is the one thing that I ended up buying, and technically a dio piece, technically, I mean it is, but I got, if we take Deadpool out of here, and I get to tap now for autofocusing, yes, all right. So I bought from Lago, he had the Danger Room accessory, like, yeah, the diorama, build a diorama from the Marvel Select line that was out years ago. So this is the Danger Room. And you guys are always knowing, if you've been around long enough, like, I finally got inspired to take my X-Men. I love X-Men, but in terms of my photography, it wasn't until the show where I finally had all these ideas cooking up. Outside of, Wolverine stuff, because it's always fun playing with Wolverine. But yeah, the Danger Room, I was super pumped that he had this. Now I have to dig out my other wall piece that came with Colossus, because I have the Colossus, so I have the other side of this. But yeah, so now I have two for that closing wall motion, which is great. Now you can see this. It's not super massive, like compared to like my die. This one goes up to about, yay high. That one's also got some extra. So it's small in terms of, yeah, for scale, like overall dio size. Like it's going to be really good for portraits. However, number one, I looked on eBay. There is a middle part that I definitely added to a watch list. I was going to just buy or make an offer, but I have to update my credit card info. So there is a middle piece that connects in between the two here. But this is cool too, because this side has like a buzzsaw over here, which is awesome. But what I'm going to do with this is I have this fake grass that's over there. That was from Daiso, and I need more of that too. But being able to build the scene where I'm using this in more like pieces, and then having Sentinels. So I already started kind of building this idea before. I had to break it down, but visually, I just wanted to start messing with this concept of the Danger Room blending away. So I'm going to use this, and then anything else around it, like the Danger Room, is vanishing with the holographic imagery. So that's my theory. That's what I'm going to try to do from a toy photography standpoint. And I'm super pumped because you could see this rock. We're going to be talking about those Sentinels. Not just my boys, but the actual Sentinels, thanks to Dark Joker Zin of Infinity Equation. He was able to hook me up. He had extras. So fortunately, it was a mistake that ended up working out, and a collector's helping collectors. Although this weekend, I did see that the Sentinels did go back up on Pulse. I don't know how long they lasted, because once I got my one set, I was like, oh, I was good. But yeah, maybe we could start there, guys. Maybe that'll be a nice little spot to start, and then I figure I can show you guys some of the other pickups from the weekend. And I do have this stack of toys, little pile of toys to go through. But yeah, the Danger Room setup is definitely cool. And the other nice thing that I realized is, because now if I use this nicer camera on the actual toys, I can now actually go back and build my little villain lair like I had done initially, but then my silly little webcam couldn't handle the autofocusing. So that'll be fun to be able to throw. It'll look a little nicer. There we go. Check. Right? How nice is that? That makes me so happy. Hey, what's going on, Rabbit Hammer? How you doing? Good to see you. Man, who else? Man, on the way out, I got to see Dario, 80s baby. I got to see Ender's Shadow briefly, and I had to apologize to him that it didn't, facial recognition didn't happen right away. Because, again, my brain was all over the place. But, yeah, it was so nice to see so many wonderful people. So, all right, Sentinels. Let's get Gomez out of here. There is a reason I have some Esco stuff, because it's going to connect to some collecting, get a little live feedback on our continuation of accessories and storage and things like that. But first, by the way, this is not Sentinels, but dude, Moto, aka No Chewing, Biker Mouse, is massive. Like, literally ginormous. And it didn't hit how big he is because it is by height. And as it turns out, Chewy is the tallest toy daddy. I'm right in the middle. And then Toy Father, that's why he's our Vinny. But look at Moto, man. Like, he towers over the Sentinels. Like, it's crazy. Look at that. So Moto, yeah, he is a big brute force boy, just as an FYI. So yeah, I was just taking these out because I had my little Target bag. Because just like I talked about in my latest video, again, collecting isn't hoarding, everybody. Don't worry. It is different things. Hoarding is an actual medical diagnosis. It's a serious one. That's why I tried to handle it in that, I try to handle it, giving it, because it is an actual thing, that people are afflicted with. And again, and just also then the PSA side for myself, and hopefully, anybody in a similar position, it would hopefully help shed some light, all that. So it's awareness. It was an awareness style. The reason I say that is because I have this bag of toys, because literally that's what I was talking about, where I try to bring stuff up to the coffee table. And, it's not usually like I'm just as bad as my kids. So I had all of these guys up and out. So this is who I've been trying to like play with, going back, finding joy in previously purchased figures. Ooh, and I check out Toy Mirth. Again, you sweet man, Anthony. Appreciate you, buddy. I still have, I think it's the Kai Labs. It's the 5K. So I've been waiting on my Bruce Lee 5K outfit, which is fine. I don't mind the waiting for something like that. So he said, take this one whenever that comes in, because obviously if it's on his table, he's not photographic anymore. He's like, yeah. So thank you, Anthony. And now I just need that 5K order to actually come in so I can hand it back to him. But yes, this was all the guys that I had up on my coffee table. Oh boy. And we know this guy too. I still have a couple of nice pictures I'm excited about with him that I haven't posted yet. But yeah, that was my little crew of silliness of posing and playing with. And like I said, I have other things I want to get into regarding them. But we'll do that later. All right. So there's Enders. Hey, what's going on, man? Yes, it is a good night. It was a nice rest of the weekend. Still sad I didn't get to hang out with my toy buddies today, but such is life. But dude, I hope you had a blast yesterday. And again, Legends Con. Like, Legends Con is going to be such a different animal, because so much of it, like, there's so much downtime, or time even during when the con is running, that you just convert into downtime and chill time. So yeah, that's a weekend I will not be home. Like, I will be there. So I'm super amped up. And October is going to have SDCC, or no, New York Comic Con, not SDCC, New York Comic Con. So I'm super pumped about that too. Again, it's a tough day, again, to try to chill, do the friendship thing while also at a big event. It could be tough to juggle. But glad you had fun. Good time. Excited for your Legends Con, man. I know. So here we go. Let's check out these Sentinels. I forget. I think it was Pancheezy. He had posted on his story. I got to see, like, someone needs to get our boys. We need Matt and John head sculpts, like, yesterday. For sure. And even if we don't get customs, what do we need? We got the Kevin Owens, right, John? And then we need Brutal Realm. See, we can't wait too long for Machu Khan. So yeah, we need to get you guys some custom heads. Ugh. Okay. fantastic toys, first and foremost. I'm sure, like, again, I wish I don't have him handy. That's on me. That's on me. But we know that the big booted Iron Man figure, that's definitely down here. Those big old boots were made for walking. All right. But other than that, like these guys are taller. I think there's just a lot of new parts going on. Literally, action figures had noticed some interesting stuff going on internally too. But I think they could get some more use, different, definitely other characters, parts of this at least. But it's fun. So let me try to like swing myself a little closer. How's the audio doing tonight? I'm trying not to talk like directly into it. I realized after, of course, I did all the recording for the hoarding video. I was like, oh, I think I had the gain up or too high or something else. So just trying to make sure, I'm not blowing out anybody's eardrums. Kid Dolting, here we go. Thank you for the collector hoarder video. Enjoyed the discussion. Collector or hoarder, yeah, that's really what it is, and I appreciate it, dude. So many comments that generated, and I'm really looking forward to being able to answer those. Like, so I try not to rush those comments because again, I appreciate everybody that watches the stuff and then takes that time to reach out. So, especially with this topic. Like I said, it was near and dear to me. I've been wanting to do something like that for a while. So I'm just so happy that this new topic series is taking off. That makes me, that's cool. I appreciate that people are interested in that. So I have 3 options up again for those of you that are interested in becoming a citizen of Yambonia. Not to to push that too hard, but that is exactly where I am deciding my weekly video. And right now I have 3 options up. So it's once again Marvel Legends Carnage and Venom, the new ones, because I've been super excited about cracking them open, and I have ideas to show off regarding them. I want to try some Carnage Legend swapping, and then with Venom, I want to straight up do the neck mod and do like my own little Yimbo teaches everything moment. So that's my plan for those as an option. And then as I move some toys away. Thank you, Machu. So Machu, like this was one of the toys I was able to get from my boy. So super, super excited for Spider Pump. Like, so this week I have my kindergarten, my twins, my kindergartners back to school night Wednesday. So, I know that we're going to need my parents to kind of watch the kids so we can go because we want to hear from the teachers, yada, yada. And then the very next night on Thursday is back to school night for me, but also my wife. So that's why I said that this week is going to be a little nuts. So I can't do full blown. I have so many ideas for bigger videos, but either the Hobie review, the Marvel, the Legends Carnage and Venom, and then the topic. So again, if we want me to go into topic thing, again, I love that. FOMO. That's just it. So I'm not going to say anything more, just like I did with thoughts on collecting. This is just thoughts on FOMO. So that would be the topic video, which is be more of me doing what I did in the collecting versus hoarding. But good. Thank you. All right. That makes me happy because this is just one of those moments of frustration. Oh, Machu's still driving home. Thank you so much, my friends. Yeah, I missed and Ender's saying hi. Yeah, he and John were so close. They were so close. They got a nice long day of friendship. So I missed out on the friendship, but I had the family side. So again, I can't be like, oh, this hair is everywhere. I need a haircut. My son got a haircut today. He looks so sharp. I need one now. All right, back to the Sentinels. So, things to show you. I mean, like, what they came with, the packaging was great. I'm always a fan of those, like any of the retro VHS style. So, love the box that it came, and I'm looking at it on the floor. But then we have a million of these. If you've been, like me, collecting for a while now, we have so many of these. Nothing super crazy about it. You do get a little orange into a deeper orange there. But you have the rockets for both either feet options or for the hands. And then hands. These guys don't need to come with a lot. That's why but like what they came with was perfect. So you got fists, and then you have the open Iron Man style blast hands. But again, you saw it on a joint. That is so valuable. So valuable. Like, I don't know why. Again, it's one of those things that please never give us pins. Oh, no pins. I just had to check for a second. I felt it brewing up. I'm like, oh no, I didn't notice the pins. And yeah, this always needs to be on a pivot. And the reason that's so great is not only do you have the ability, obviously, for the hand blasting, but by having two of those Iron Man hand, because like really, like they look awesome otherwise. Like when it's posed around like that looks so good. That hinge, this is so vital for this style hands. And I just think back, you know, the one that disappointed me, it was from that retro Iron Man wave. It was the one with the butterfly joints. Because I was so excited for an Iron Man with butterfly joints, but he came with like pegged here, like the peg hands, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, something about it was, I just remember being turned off by that. Like he's just still sitting in my Fortnite boat from the summer months ago. Oh my goodness. Speaking of oh my goodness, real quick guys, we are expanding the citizens of Yambonia. So thank you, Diggs! You beautiful son of a gun. All right, so that is amazing. I still need to come up with a fun thing other than just my overall giddiness. So thank you so much, Ryan. That is fantastic. Yes, here we go. As chairman of Tourism Attractions in Yambonia, welcome. I love it, man. Oh, thank you so much, Diggs. I'm so excited for the future 5 memberships. Oh, that's so excited. The members of Yambonia. And then Kurt. Oh, my man, Kurt. I got to see him and we got to catch up on school and got to hang out with Lago. Again, getting to talk. It's so nice. Like, I've been feeling great at the start of this school year. I know there's always the negative voices are always going to be the loudest. And yeah, it has been a challenge being an educator the last few years. 5 years. 5 years. It's been a challenge. This year, at least in my own little walk of life, has been my best first day of school since 2019. And the kids have had the best reciprocal energy that I've had in the last 5 years. Just overall, from overall. And as you guys can tell, like I know D Blake likes to say I steal people's energy. I do not. It's a reciprocal transfer of energy. And I do feed off of like when people are excited, and I don't know if you guys can tell that about me. Yeah, so it's been great. So Kurt, it was so great seeing you, man, and I'm so happy that my fellow toy educators out there, educators in toys, no, are also having a great start. So that makes me so happy, man. All right, Sentinel. So yes, perfect amount of hands. I don't really know what more I could have asked for. Head sculpt wise, I mean, this is straight up. These are beautiful. Let's see if I can bring this in a little bit. Oh, baby. How you like this, guys? I know I'm no macho here. But how you like them apples, huh? So there's the face sculpt. So ominous. Love that. Just everything about it. Because it has that animated video game 8-bit look, but then it's not actually. I just think they did such a great job with that. My goodness. Tapping that again. Oof. So yeah, these guys are gorgeous and incredibly fun. So you do have this really, a decent upper torso. You're at a waist swivel here, but they move really well. And you can kind of, again, I always like to go to like a big punch first. I feel like I get my punches down pretty well. But yeah, they can move. There's nothing hindering their shoulders. That was another thing I noticed here, because there's no like guards, or this actually, you get a nice range. I mean, you get what you want. Yeah, there you go. You get exactly what you would want out of that shoulder pad. So because again, no hindrance, no, the way this is molded on there, really well done. Really well done. Doombot, lovely Sentinel snag, 2-2-packs. Man, that's awesome. I mean, this could easily, no wonder. Like, again, I get the goosebumps from thinking about owning an army of these guys. But instead, in my little wonky collection, like, my X-Men pictures are all over the place, guys. Like, it's going to have... I have that Titan one from X-Men 97. These guys, who are in, like, a much brighter pink, obviously, from the video game. I have the big Sentinel Legend that was from Chewie. That was like that Days of Future Past with the Logan that you've heard me press the chest button. And then I have the retro 9-inch one, and he's over there again in that more of that muted animated style. So yeah, I have now 5 Sentinels, all of different heights. The worst army builder ever. I'm all over the place. But thank you. Yes, that's it, Lone Wolf. My man Kev, there he is. I've never seen a Sentinel figure I didn't like. That's true. That's why, yeah, I just want to... Oh, one day, I hope to get my hands on one of the HasLab ones. One day, I hope. But how you doing, Kev? Oh, man, again, your stuff was spectacular. And really, guys, hit up if you are interested in dios. Like I said, all of these guys, so the guys I mentioned before, but Lone Wolf, you can purchase from him online. Duart, same deal in terms of dios. I think Detour's got a website, too, we can order from. So, Go Figure Go was that there. I missed Go. I missed him. So, hey, there's my... Hi, wifey. Gotta head to the laundry room. You know, that's just the real. That's just life. So, yes, Sentinels. These are fantastic. Honestly, if I had one knock, and it's just such a mild complaint because of how these guys are, it's literally just you don't get a ton of neck movement. Like, there's not really going to be a lot of up and down. It's very, very minimal up and down. Like, that's it. You do get a little side to side, which is good for, like, looking down over fallen X-Men. But yeah, that would be my only thing that I was like, oh, I would have liked a little bit more. But for these guys, it's, again, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. Enders. Bought some dope stuff from Lone Wolf this weekend. There you go. That's awesome to hear, man. I love that. He did have such, oh my God, such good stuff. And that's like, so Kev, I don't know if you were here at the start, but like, I didn't get to make it today, where I probably would have definitely, well, I would absolutely have spent more money. But by getting to see what you've been having, oh, again, amazing stuff. And now I just need to budget between you and Duar for Legends Con. Yeah, I didn't even make it to the Four Horsemen table. The Four Horsemen table was there. The only thing I wanted to get were those skeletons, which I heard they had. And then I heard that maybe they had sold out for the allotment of the day. And so I just never ended up making it over there. But definitely need some of those skeletons for sure. And oh, no problem. Come on now. Yeah, this is my tribute every night, every Sunday. Every time I stream, guys, this is my tribute to Kev's amazing work. So, yeah, of course, man. Oh, my dude. All right, so Sentinels, there we go. Now, this was another... Oh, man. So, see, I'm all, my guys got me all hot and bothered for X-Men now. Bam. So, this was such a great feeling. Got to see my buddy Tom, New York Rebel Photography. Oh man, you see that now? That's Churgan. I got to see George, Agent Variant, Alan Rappa. Oh my God! So that's Tom came up and remembered, because he again is a peach, that we had traded. I had sent him my Mezco Hawk way back a few months ago, because he was getting this awesome like Cybertronic Gomez head sculpt, so he wanted to throw it on there. I think it was a Gomez head. But yeah, so we decided to trade. And I'm pumped because, you know, obviously love X-Men, even though I don't always You might not always see it in my photography. And I mean, I've never disliked, like, I've never been off the Mafex train ever since my Hush Batman. But I definitely do cherry pick them with ease, easier than other companies, which is so funny. But yeah, I've just been appreciating their stuff so much lately, and getting the opportunity to mess with this gene, even though the X-Men 97 one is awesome. I'm gonna straight up. I think it might have been Kit Bash. Shout out to Kit Bash Customs. I think he was the one that showed, and then Agent Variant's done it too. Or not Agent Variant, Agent Gomez. But the hot glue in head sculpts. So one of these guys I saw these tips and tricks where the X-Men 97 head sculpts can work really well with this body. So I'm going to mess with that too. I'm going to try that around. Because again, as good as that 97 gene is, which is really such an improvement over the VHS one, you'll still get, I'm assuming, Mafex level articulation. So definitely excited, and there's nothing better than walking into a toy show and getting handed a premium, import figure that you didn't have to spend any money on. So that was really nice. So thank you, Tom, for remembering Jean. So we could either look at her right now. What else do I have down here? It's funny. I don't even technically need the headphones in at this moment, but it's good to know that, things are still working. And what did I put my other... Oh! Another Machu toy. My dude. So this is neat. Speaking of Mafex, and this is, again, one of the series that is pulling me back into the Mafex world. But yeah, I have... And this is what I wanted to go into. I might not open this guy tonight, but I never really... I don't think I did too much showing off of these guys. So this is still from Captain America, the Winter Soldier. So, I don't know. I thought that we can, at least if I haven't, or if you did want to hear about these guys, because this is looking like the exact same buck as the shield cap, as the stealth suit. Those are the words I was looking for. But yeah, so thank you again, Machu, for getting my hands on this guy right here. So super great. Looking forward to that. And I think that's what it... Honestly, I didn't come home with too much. Machu is my toy dealer. He really is. Love you, Matt. Love you, Matt. But he's been sitting on this guy for a while now. And you guys know, I mean, I'm so into these wired capes, and the fact that Todd, look at all the hands. Look at all the hands. That is so exciting. And then, of course, the smirk of this one is just epic. So, yeah, I'm still super excited for Page Puncher Damien, but I'm very, very hyped for this look. I'm very hyped. And again, cloth, wired cape, and it's the dual. This is going to be just... Oh, man, I'm already seeing the material. This is not going to be like last week where I talked about the Dick Grayson Batman. That was more of like a shimmier windbreaker material. This is back to the Chris O'Donnell Batman Forever fabric look. So you could tell just from texture. This is going to be like a heavier cape, but in a good way. So, because that's my favorite one right now from Todd. So yeah. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Oh wait, here we go. The allure of the DeLorean pulled you away. Yes. Shout out to Toy DeLorean. Let me show you this guy's account, because I'm gonna have Dave on here. He was honestly somebody I almost sent the link to earlier today. And it was just a matter of, like I said, it's going to be a long week, and I just want to hang out, do the quick recap for this evening. We have again, even a bigger week in regards to the Toy Pick community, because this is where we have, this Wednesday is David Finch. So if you haven't heard that, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more too. But what was I just going to look up? Oh yeah, Toy DeLorean. Where is he? All right, let's check out Toy DeLorean. Bringing this up for a second. Share screen. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is. So the toy store guide. So guys, Toy DeLorean, he's got 2 accounts that are, excuse me, absolutely worth checking out. So I got to ride in this DeLorean. I got to do this. I got to be in it. This is where we were. That was so neat. This is so awesome. This is actually, oh man, there's the big garage. Oh, this is a perfect little recap. There we go. Is this up? This is up. All right, good. So yeah, thank you, Toy DeLorean, Dave, my man. Again, super excited to have future conversations with him. And it was such a cool bucket list moment for me. I've seen some of these iconic cars at different points in my life, whether it was like Ecto One, like a free comic book day. I got to go to the Warner Brothers studio tour once and see all of the Batmobiles that were from the movies. Like, but again, it's behind, like velvet ropes and all that. So getting to actually sit in a DeLorean just to be like, wow, like I'm doing this. This is awesome. And then Dave took me for a little spin around the neighborhood, and it was so neat. It's so funny because it has, and this is, by the way, Dave, he's great in all of his video editing and stuff too. So as you can see, he really did a great job covering the feel of the day. So that's awesome. But yeah, I was telling him about like just the look of a DeLorean. Like when I first started teaching, I was literally talking with some buddies. We were all like, is this a thing that we should like look into? And blah, blah, blah. And then we ended up not pursuing it. So I'm like, dude, it's like, shout out to his commitment. Cause again, he goes, yeah, it's like a 40-year-old car. So, but so cool. It was so neat. And yeah, if you ever get a chance, but check out Toy DeLorean. And then the other page that he does, he runs the Toy Store Guide. As you can see, let's see if I can bring it right there. Yeah. And this is another awesome account. So again, it's all by the same guy. So Dave goes and literally you go to this website. And here, I'll share this one. Tab, here we go. But check this out. Like he's literally categorizing where you can find toy stores in your various areas. So not just in New Jersey. So he's doing the Lord's work. So good job, Dave, for our fellow collectors. But in case you guys didn't know that, he's not only a very cool dude, but then has these awesome accounts. So absolutely check him out. Just wanted to shout out another toy bro in the community. Hey, there's Josh Brown. How you doing, man? Let's see. Oh, you put the 40-year-old Genie up. Oh, there's Ray Paz. Hello, Secretary Raymonds. How are you, sir? And there we go. Diggs keeps making Yambonia large. That's what I'm talking. He's the best. He's the best. I love you guys. Hey, Tricks Blast. What's going on, Mike? How you doing, buddy boy? So yeah, that was so much fun. I got to ride in a DeLorean. That was so neat. All right. So what do you guys think? I was just scrolling up. Is there anything in particular that you guys would like to see at this moment? Have I talked about these guys? I feel like if I did, I might be able to go into a little bit more detail with them because I feel like I haven't given these guys, in my eyes, the shine that they deserve. And I know I've had these two now for a little while. I was going to say, I didn't even take any pictures. I do have a picture. And sometimes it's in my... maybe I'll ask you guys. Because it's in my mode of, like, I'm beating myself up about it. Like, I thought it was neat when I was taking it, and then I'm not sure if it translated the way I thought it would. So I've been insecure of them. So if you guys are interested, like, I could either use a boost of confidence to say, yeah, man, like, why you should post these for sure. Or just be like, no, like, your instincts are right. It's okay. We don't need pictures every day. It's okay. Maybe I'll do that. All right, let's see. Matt of Toy Stores, East and West is criminal. Dude, right? You saw... Oh, man, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. Oh, I try to tell anybody from the, like, literally the middle on to out to the west, like, there are so many ways to follow, because even if you just talk to somebody like Joe Viteri from running all of the Jersey stuff, he's such an awesome dude. I feel like at the very least, he would be open to a conversation. I just think that there's so many opportunities for shows and other like local cons and stuff throughout the rest of the country. It just needs someone to spearhead it. Like that's Joe. Like Joe's been the one doing all of this. I'm sure he has an amazing team and all of that, all of the things. But again, shout out to him because really, like, he's why we have all this stuff out in Jersey. I'd like to see the Transformers collab. Oh, yeah. Let me do that real quick. So, yeah, we talked about that last week. And Cal and I got to put these up. So, here we go. Where's my boy Cal? Let me bring up his page. Oh, no, that's the wrong. I have to edit my... I got to edit a typo. But that's okay. Here we go. Bring it over to Cal's stuff real quick. Sharing screen, all of that good stuff. There we go. Oh man, Cal's been doing a lot of. I got to catch up with him some stuff. Got to catch up with some of his stuff. Look at this. So he had sent this to me. This is what we were talking about last Sunday. We're like, yeah, we got some collabs coming out. So yeah, he had sent me this first. I liked how Megatron was had the upper hand in this showdown. Cal's been using, I think, an extreme sets like that Transformers-esque Cybertron base, which is awesome. And then these are the figures from YOLO Park that we love. And yeah, man, like that was a lot of fun to do. And this was my half of it. So again, just trying to flip the script a little bit. So there you go, Cal. There we go, my man. Didn't I sell you another cap? Yeah, it was this one. This was the... Here, let me back this out again. Whoa, there we go. Trying to make sure the thing doesn't move. No, it was, so it was this cap. And then this one, Matt. Was there a third cap that you were thinking of? Question mark? Those are the two. Did the first Avenger one come out? I don't even know anymore. Let's see. The power of love and figs. That's what I'm talking about. And there you go, Ray. See, Secretary Ray, welcoming everyone. I love that. The new citizens of Yumbonia. Finn, I can't imagine anything you've shot. Put them up. I'm gonna upload them. I'll throw them to my drive and then I'll bring it over. So let me get that going. I do appreciate that, but no, it's. I just like to be upfront about, like, we all deal with these things. Again, we only know, we all deal with this stuff when we are open and share. So yeah, like I definitely have my moments of self-doubt, and yeah, especially because like I know I can hit a level of like, wow, like I can hit a certain high note in some of my photography. But I have to remember that, you know, some of those are either the extra time that I'm allotted, it really is always just extra time and patience. It really is. And I'm trying to get back to a point maybe where I can even leave up a setup for a couple days and like revisit and look around. So yeah, one day. One day. But let me see if I can find these pics real quick. It's probably going to be super annoying and difficult, but it was me trying to use these two guys right here doing like a buddy photo, and I wanted to use my Vamp because that car is so rad. And you know, to me, it's not just for Joe's. That's literally going to be every type of, I don't know, just any kind of shot you need a Jeep. Like, that car is so awesome. It really can just play as a Jeep if I take the turret off, you know? So I just been trying to get into the habit of pulling in and using some more of my vehicles when I do have the setups. But even then, it's still crazy, like the size of these things. Like I passed on the Radler. I had to. I wanted it. There was just thinking about where the heck I'd have it here. I know I could hang it from the ceiling, but then I'd just be hitting my head on it. I'm super excited for everybody that did back it because that thing looks freaking crazy. Price is right. You got all the tiers unlocked. I couldn't do it. But it's okay because I have a giant man and a dragonfly coming soon. So, oh yeah, that's the one. Okay, good. All right, that's a good. And of course, Cal, dude, anytime, man. You know that. Sometimes, again, it's just a matter of might need to wait for me to get my picture done. But yeah, of course, buddy boy. Ray, just messing around with it and have fun. You'll hit some hot shots when you're creative without stress. And when you overthink it, you mess yourself up. Just something I used to notice when I used to do it. Yeah, man, when I used to be more creative. I appreciate that, Ray, for sure. But that's why I like to at least acknowledge, like, this, does happen. Oh, and I can't believe I forgot about the rock. By the way, this rock. Yeah, there's my brain going squirrel. This rock also was excellent in terms of the sculpting. Like the fact that this is torn right out of the ground. I love how they pulled this off. That's all. I've just forgot to shout that out. All right, I did in fact upload some pictures. So let's see if I share this tab. There we go. All right, so these two figures, amazing. And yes, I think I will talk about them, show these off a little bit. So here's the pictures I did. So what I was trying to do, and I took them, I'm going to literally show you, like, I uploaded everything just now. So I wanted to walk you through where, like, what my thought was. I can't tell you exactly if this is at the beginning of my night or after. I think it was the beginning. Sorry, I'm just splitting my screen real quick. Let's see. Okay. So you see the concept I was going for here. Trying to do a buddy shot. Real quick, like what's driving me nuts on this picture is the angle. Like I wish I arched the wrist down more on Bucky. So this alone right there has been driving me crazy. That stinks that you can't. I thought you could see like the mouse when it disappears behind the picture. But that gun right here, when you slide over, bloop, that was driving me nuts. And that's what I mean. You guys can be like, dude, that's insane. Please just post this. It looks awesome. Like, or it doesn't have to, or it's good enough to post. I'm okay with like, that's good enough to post. No one's going to care about the angle of the wrist. But that's what I was getting hung up on. But this was a cropped in version, as you can see. I tried to then mess with the lighting where I was trying to get it where it was a spotlight, like a helicopter was shining down on them, kind of like a fugitive style. I was using, this was before I got my Ulanzi fog machine, so I was loading it up with a lot of atmosphere aerosol. And same deal here, like I put these oil drums, these are down, so the oil drums are in the bottom left. The bottom right are some Hasbro explosions from, not the his tank? No, not the his tank. His tank didn't come with the explosions. One of the his tank guys. No, Metalhead stuff. Those are Metalhead's explosions. Because I wanted it to be like they were screeching and sliding across the pavement. So that was the look that I was trying to achieve. And then you can kind of see the different levels as I was snapping and moving the camera around. That one looks kind of, I wish I kind of maybe I should composite. I'm just not so great at the digital editing. So I do try to get all my stuff done practically. Let's see if I go down here. My wife came down at the end of that photo shoot and saw my Mezco pigeon. And she's like, can you just take a picture of the pigeon? And I was like, sure. So now look, yeah, I did portrait. I always usually try shooting in portrait mode, but then I switched again. I figured, all right, more cinematic. This is also right all behind me. So this is right when I got that, like the Lone Wolf Dios, and I was all fired up to get using them. But yeah, those are my wife's requests. Do the pigeon. But yeah, there we go. So do you guys like the, the vertical or the horizontal? Do you like seeing, do you like seeing more of this. Should I go landscape or portrait? But see, that's that arm drives me crazy. So maybe I did have the Ulanzi fog machine. Yeah, I think I did have the Ulanzi fog machine. So there's that. There's that. Oh, Machu, that rock, mine isn't glued. You know, I had noticed, dude, that like that is a separate piece. I mean, that shouldn't be. That's a bummer. Mine is glued. I guess it's a little stash spot. A stash rock. But that's a bummer. But that shouldn't be too bad to fix. You know, back here, guys, I always have like I'm sure it looks like what the heck does Jimbo have back here? But I usually keep them here. But these are the two things that I always recommend. And you used to be able to find this on Amazon a lot easier. Now it's like eBay's been the way to go, but this is Kiki loose joints. Again, there's other options out there. For me, the ease of use, the tube, all of that. And then my favorite, and again, this is all linked in my Amazon storefront. I don't push it a whole lot because it's just, it's there if you ever want to check it out. But yeah, I have the category for toy customizing. I believe that's what it's called. But plastic surgery. This one can literally keep the broken katana to a Mezco Deadpool katana together. So keep that in mind. Like it does the job. It does the job. Yeah, so I can pop the lid off. There you go. I'm feeling oh, Grubby Dirt. Dude, again, I've been trying to... I only look to myself when it comes to like comparing my growth as a photographer. And like I said, like I was looking at those pictures through my own eyes of like what I think I could achieve and what I was trying to go for. So I was comparing that to what I was envisioning in my own head. And I just... between it was one of those shoots I wish I spent a little bit more time on it, but you saw it. Like it's not like I didn't take a lot of pictures, but I should have moved the tripod around a little bit more. But anyway, all right, if you guys think that's neat, then I would love to. I'll post it. I'm always looking for stuff to post. There's Toy Mirth. What's going on, Anthony? How you doing, man? Anthony, I wanted to ask you too, man. This is an idea for my toy friends that sell toys at the shows. So something like Legends Con, obviously a lot of the vendors are going to be customizers and Dio people and mythic oriented. And so I'm just wondering for like my buddies like you, Anthony, like, cause you're not going to have a table at Legends Con, like Henrock, like Man Beast Boy, Toy Chase. Like if you guys did like temp sale posts, but leading up to Legends Con, then you could be like, I'll just bring this temp in my car because like we've all vouched for you guys. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking that could be an interesting way for you guys. Because even for myself, I might be like, hey, I'll be at Legends Con. Here's some toys that will be in my trunk. I don't know. It's just a thought. It's a thought. Let's see. So Finn, he likes the landscape. All right, good. I thought for that picture, that was why I forget which direction I went. I think I was trying to do portrait first. I'm gonna check because never mind. I thought they were gonna be right there. I'm not gonna go swiping through my camera roll. Let's see. Oh, it's not a bummer. I store the parts in there. Beautiful. There we go. Did you ever grab some of the cap heads yesterday? No, and that's it. I was gonna get that yelling face from you. So I put me down. All right, I'm put on my tab. Start the new Machu tab. I have that other Otis we still have to talk about. So, but yeah, right. Oh, good. I had that thought, man. That like all you guys, like I know Go Figure Go was putting stuff out today. Obviously, like if you guys didn't know, on Machu's channel that he and J-Shot went live from the ToyCon to talk to all of these amazing friends of ours. So yeah, like if you're coming and you're traveling and you saw something, I'm just saying that's not a bad idea. Yeah, swap me in the parking lot. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to keep building onto the fun of this weekend, like for Legends Con. However, it's going to make a blast. Like I just feel like that could be a sweet opportunity for, yeah, like you said, even just swapping stuff. Let's see. I'll more for Legends Con. Yes. Did you sell them all, dude? Matt made some beautifully painted Captain America heads. You've seen them on my Revoltech figures, Revoltech, on No Chewings. So yeah, through Henrock, but he painted his. Oh my goodness gracious! So yeah, he had the yelling one. I got it. All right. Well, if you have it, whatever. All right, I got you, Matt. I'm gonna get one. Okay. So yeah, these guys. All right. So you saw the pic. Appreciate it, fellas. Glad you enjoyed it. So, here are my thoughts. If I didn't tell you this before, and again, I apologize if I did, but I want to get into the articulation with you. But this cap look is definitely one of my favorites. I do really love it. I know he's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but oh my goodness. The details in here too, with the Rogers, with the flag, the S.H.I.E.L.D. insignia down here. Like, I love this design of his costume. Of course, I'm always going to love a standard Stars and Stripes cap, but I really do love this MCU stealth suit. They nailed it. Okay. And then the thing that I'm getting used to with the Mafex stuff is how the shield works. But again, with Mafex, you're going to be getting like stuff like this, the empty mask as an accessory, which is so great. That's so good, especially for, anything where he's holding it. Here's this cap head, Chris Evans, with that slightly sandier bleached hair that for whatever reason in Winter Soldier he rocked, and then it got darker afterwards. I wonder if that was still like in that phase of MCU, like when, I don't know, they were trying to put more of a specific look, and then I felt like they just kind of let the actors do their own things the rest of the time. But yeah, so Cap comes with both a stoic face and then the gnarled gritting face. So really great stuff there. And then between both of these figures, because you get, love that colorway too. Love that colorway. And then Cap came with the pristine shield. Bucky, I believe, was the one that came with that, just took the blast shield. And this is really neat. Again, 2 more Cap shields here. This one comes with the stone. Speaking of stones, right? But then I really love how that shield over here is another battle damaged, but not in full-blown explosion. See, you get some damage taken to it, but it's not full-blown like this guy. So that's really great. And this is the thing that really throws me off. It is the way that this hangs on the back. So it's all doable and possible. It's just not as easy as I thought it would be. So it kind of hooks in the back over here with the straps. And then through here, like, you have to slide these through. So then I have to put the other piece on, the other part of the arm. Let me just try to do the whole thing for you guys, because that threw me off. This whole like a little shield thing was the only thing that I'm like, that's a little bit more complicated. Like Mezco, easy. That's a magnet. The Marvel Select one has the port, and I like that the shield was in that 2 parts. I'm trying to think what my SHF cap, how that hooked on the back. Oh. But yeah, this is where I'm finding the it's and again, I'm sure somebody like Matt can watch this and be like, what are you doing, man? You're just being a goofball. But that's where it could be kind of a pain to, like, you have to plug that in, get that hooked up, and then it feeds into the straps on the back. All I'm saying is that one issue is not ideal. But then it makes it super easy for attaching the shields to the arms and everything else. Like, this is very much
having these as like an SHF style. So I'm used to it in that regard. But that's the one thing, yeah, that just kind of threw me off. But otherwise, tons of hands. All the hands you could want. And same thing with Bucky, too. But the things to know about Cap's articulation is that there's no bicep swivel here at all. Like, this is just all one big piece. But you do get the swivel at the elbow. And you're going to get some Mafex butterfly joints. You're still going to be able to bring the hands together if you needed to. So all of that big stuff you can. And then, yeah, like just other than that, typical Mafex style articulation with the drop down hips. But these toys feel rugged. And that's what I've been really happy about. Like when we hear about Legends competing with import figures, this is also really good that Mafex is countering in their own way. Like, okay, well then this plastic is far more durable, or at least it feels that way, than some previous. And not every single one, but these particular ones feel far more durable than some previous Mafex figures I have. All right, let's see. Sorry, let's see. Legends Con. Oh, okay. So that's great. Macho's gonna have more of those cap heads for Legends Con. He also hate that piece to hook the shield in the back. Yeah, it's just not my favorite one. You know, we have so many different styles now. Legends, they have two different ones. Like even Legends themselves have the one where you have to feed the arm through the harnesses. Then it has the more than classic one with the clamp and then the peg rotation that I've seen so many people complain about having broken on them in the past. So yeah, I still think the Diamond Select one. Oh, screw it. He's already here. Outside of the size of the figure, just because of scale, because we know of scaling wise. But yeah, so the way they have it, I think might be Legends is the easiest, I would say. But in terms of an overall, like the fact that you get that awesome look on the inside of the shield from there, I just think that this one is my favorite one. And it's just because of that. And the option here is what I was talking about. Let's see. Oh, this plugs in. That's right. This plugs into here. But then there's also the disc with the harnesses. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, this is still the easiest to use for back shields cap. back shield cap. Okay. My goodness. Ooh, and welcome officially, citizen of Yambonia. You've been here for a while, Finn. It's nice to make you a permanent resident. All right. Now the thing I'm gonna need Matt to remind me of while he's doing his car thing is he discovered on the Winter Soldier some kind of new engineering in here. So I forget exactly what he had pointed out. So that's on me. But here, okay, so first and foremost, I freaking love the Winter Soldier in this movie. I thought this Bucky is so amazingly badass. The look, just the whole traumatized, just the storyline. I have so much love for this Bucky in this outfit, this look. Like, I love it. However, and I'm gonna say it started with the Legends one. When they did that reissue of the Winter Soldier, and I really liked that one. That was a great one. This obviously is so much better in terms of like extra types of things that you can do, but I'm realizing like I'm not crazy about the translation of this look in figure form. Not that I'm hating on it, because again, I really love the character and being able to do scenes with these two. But yeah, something about the actual suit. And it happened on the Legends one too. It's like you got to be really careful to keep this belt down, which now is loaded. Like it comes with 2 knives. Be careful, but yeah, it comes with 2 knives that you can add into here. He also has this little hanging kind of holstery thing, but it's for his knives. And I'm really, really hoping... Nope, I have it. Okay. It is so tiny, and that slips right out. It's so tiny. And that one doesn't say it. Those other ones in the back are like lodged in. Like once they're in, they're in. But this one I found to slip out on me, which I don't even think you'd notice it if it was plugged in. Let's see. But again, toy anxiety. Got to keep track of all of my accessories. So actually, will that stay in? Let's see. No, it's a little loosey. But anyway, let's see him right here. See, to me, you can't even tell that it's there. I mean, in a picture, I'm still going to make sure it's there for my eyeballs and my brain. But yeah, this one will come out very quickly, so I always just like to leave that with the other ones. But then, like I said, Matt had figured out some level of articulation or some kind of new engineering inside, so I can't speak to that. I can just speak to how well... Oh, maybe that's what he's talking about inside there. But look at how well this guy crunches. Like, that is insane. From the bend over waist, touch your toes. My goodness. And yeah, he can do the no showing toe touch. So that is way better. Let me see if Cap can do the toe touch. Oh no! See, these Mafex figures make me feel like I can kind of manhandle them, which is really a nice departure from previous Mafex figures I have. But I've even felt that way with Bane and Nightfall Batman recently. Like, they've just been really good. They've been fun. So Cap can kind of do it too. I mean, he could definitely toe touch. So he's got great crunching ability, but just not to the Bucky, that extra layer. That extra layer. You could see it, right? Like, look at these two. Yeah, Bucky gets that little bit more. So just something to be aware of. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Yoga Yoga boy, yeah. Or he's a yogi, right? Yogi, Bucky Yogi. Speaking of the rest, guys, with Mafex, it's going to give you maybe not the perfect, but it will give you some really great quality head sculpts. I mean, these are really great. That is Sebastian Shaw right there. And then I like that they gave you the one without the sunglasses. Although, like I said, this is how Bucky will always live for me. I love that look. I love the goggles and the mask. It makes me so happy. But yeah, so really great crunching on that. And then again, ton of different hands. They come like this with the little tree. What do they call them? I don't know. Little holders, little hand holders. But so many different hands there. But weapon-wise, like non-existent, which again, we knew. I had decided, I was like, all right, well, like I have so many G.I. Joes and so many Mezco figures at this point. Like, that wasn't going to be a bother to me. But the cool thing is that Toy Father discovered that he actually placed the Yamaguchi accessory pack, I guess the gun set for the Winter Soldier. He had bought 3 of them for the daddies, so we each are getting one. So that's actually, I'm very excited to see how those weapons play with these Mafex figures, because I think they're going to be obviously fine. So that'll look really cool. I kind of dig the stylized gun effects, blast effects. But those are cool, man. These are really, they are a lot of fun. And probably
like the only MCU figures. Again, I don't like to say never say never type of deal. So currently, these are like the only MCU figures I have been saying yes to, because it's going back to like where I developed and fell in love with all of these portrayals of the characters. So yeah, I was just looking at the chat. All right. So yeah, they're good. Any questions about them before I pack them away? So definitely excited, and then I need to, yeah, the two of them are going to be throwing down. Always love the Stars and Stripes. Oh, and here we go. I heard a boop because we got a Machu. How you doing?
What up?
So what's the deal with this articulation in here, man?
I was trying to get on here before you snapped Captain in half. But,
it was just the legs. They just did a little pop. You know, no big deal.
I mean, so I found when I was putting a little bit of shock oil in the legs for, in the waist for Bucky.
Yeah,
it was a little tight, right? Is yours a little tight too?
It was initially. Like, he's loosened up. I mean, and not in a bad way. Like, there's no jiggle. You know, like.
Okay. So I had noticed that there is another hinge inside, like the crotch area. So it's like right below the ball. So it gives you that extra. It gives you that extra.
Like lower ends, like down in here.
Yeah, inside the actual crotch piece, there's like a hinge in there. And at first I thought it was a drop down, but it's not the drop down because it was too high for the drop down.
And can he just pop? Can this just pop off if I do that?
I'm afraid. I wouldn't suggest you pop.
Okay, all right.
Because that is another joint that you could break.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna see if I can try to get on my other camera, which I actually have my macro lens on.
Okay, dude, I just couldn't believe when you actually like, because I didn't realize. You know, you're right. He was a little like tighter, nothing crazy, but like I didn't push it early on. I'm just like, okay, he's gonna get like Cap. That level of like that, it's so deep of a of a freaking crunch, man. I can't.
All right, so there's a hip.
Oh, let's make you.
You can see the hinge right there.
Ooh, son of a gun.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like, is this going to be the future of this? Like, were they testing it on Bucky? Like, why would they go with it, Bucky?
I think they were testing it with Bucky, but like they can easily use this on other Bucks too because it's like a hidden joint.
That's really cool. I'm just it's just so fascinating. I get Cap. I can understand why they didn't use Cap because they were just like, okay, he's slightly less articulated in terms of like the bicep, but not really. Like he still moves so well.
Like you see where the lines are right there, like above the ball, above the hinge. That's the bottom of the waist.
Holy crap. So it's not, but there is a ball in there too?
There is a ball. There is a ball up there.
That's insane.
Maybe you can see it a little bit there. Yeah, you see the ball?
Yeah. Man, I mean, like, so has anyone else noticed this yet? That this has been happening?
I don't know. Nobody's ever like I haven't watched many reviews on this figure because I already had it.
Right.
I was just really shocked that they put that in there and nobody said anything.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if that's something that we're going to see now in the comic Cap that's coming out and the Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like if
I think that releases next week. The comic Cap.
Yeah, that's I've been seeing that it's gearing up. I know they're dropping soon. Do you have them coming? Did you end up getting it? Okay.
Do you want me to order you one also of each, or are you?
Oh, did you do yours yet, or are you?
Well, I haven't put like I said I'm interested in them, but I haven't put my actual order in yet. Well, I put my order in for Cap, but I haven't put my orders in for Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am torn about that Daredevil because you know what? One of the things I've been wanting to do is mess around with Nightwing more, just to like get back into the swing of,
The reason why I wanted to get the Daredevil, I want to mess around with the D Blake makes the batons that he made, the billy clubs,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wire. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna see. That's what I was telling people, like that, because Damien has a website you can order from, or just hit him up. Be like, he'll tell you how. But you can get those batons are great, and I need the Venom, his symbiote webs too. I gotta get those things.
And the Yamaguchi pack, it does work on this Mafex too. I messed around with it.
Okay.
The guns fit in there, and yeah.
Well, I have here. Oh, if you have that around too, but I was just gonna show because I got my my Yamaguchi box here as it happens. But yeah, like I freaking love these effects. Like I just can't believe. Like I don't know. They're just that it works for me. Instead of what we have, you know, like because normally we have the other stuff out there is great. Like we have the Hasbro stuff, we have the Super Action stuff, we have the Valaverse stuff. But this is so unique in what
it's
they
very
went
animated.
For. Yeah. But it's so cool. Yeah, so I'm very excited that a set is coming.
And you get like I still think out of all the Mafex figures, so I'm like iffy with Mafex Marvel because it's like we have several alternatives for that. Like we have, Marvel Legends.
Right.
So like not always gonna get every Marvel Mafex figure, the comic ones.
Yeah.
But like DC definitely, because it's like we don't really have another 6-inch line to compare to. So it's like I'm in for that.
Yep.
But I feel like the MCU stuff, even though like a lot of people are not really buying a lot of MCU, I feel like it's like you get the most out of it because of one, the sculpts are always like very unique to the character.
Yeah.
But, like you get so many hands.
I know.
You get so much. Like I remember like remember the X-Force Wolverine, everybody was like, oh, window the window looks like it's like there's not much in there. You get like 3 sets of hands, two or three heads, right? Which is basically the same as the tiger stripe and the brown suit. It's just you're missing one extra piece, which would have been like an unmasked head and the cowl down, right?
Yeah, right.
You which cowl down.
As Wolverine fans, we always do want, but like as a way to just totally dismiss that toy. I mean, I lucked out because I ended up like there was that early price drop because I guess it wasn't moving and Amazon had lower. I was like, well, yeah, are you kidding me? Like it's awesome.
I think it dropped like that because it wasn't moving because there was 4 of them that dropped in the same month.
Also true.
Right?
Yeah. So what else do we have? Deadpool that month? Yeah.
Oof. We had Deadpool, Wolverine, Storm, and Cyclops.
That was a big month.
To buy that many Mafex.
Yeah.
Some people might have to cancel. So.
Right. Yeah, that was a big hit. Man, we just had this. Even this last week was a big hit in toys. Like, I still got to figure out what the hell I'm doing with this Beetlejuice or not.
I'm not. I don't love the character that much that I'm gonna buy. If I'm gonna buy it, I might do SHF. If I do, I don't.
That's what I'm thinking, and that's what's so nice that we have options.
I know I'm gonna get the FOMO with the Mezco when everybody gets it in hand.
Yeah.
Like I would love to do a shot of Beetlejuice with the '89 Batman.
That'd be cool. Yeah. True.
Yeah. It is pricey, and
we're gonna have options. Like you're saying, that SHF, like that's gonna be. I mean, that Indiana Jones is still so freaking good. I just think about like some of those particular movie versions are just like I think this Beetlejuice is probably gonna be so rad based on just the pictures alone. So I would be okay also because I love that movie, but do I love it? The Mezco price worth? Because again, not knocking it, it's awesome. I think it's worth every penny. It's just
right.
No, I know, no. So he's up, he's up everywhere. There's time. Even Chubsy, our wonderful Chubsy family, just posted that they're taking pre-orders too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
maybe I'll pick it up there.
By the way, Rabbit Hammer says Winter Soldier is Captain Crunch. I like that. And that's good. Yeah, there we go. A Yimchu night. I love that. And Finn, yeah, Nightwing is phenomenal. And that's again, I had a stinker when I did my review, but Big Bad has since corrected that, and yeah, it's awesome. The newer pics of DD look a lot better from Diggs.
Ooh.
That's interesting. Of the Daredevil, I haven't seen any of the other stuff outside of. Was our buddy Wayne Collector? He posted just like somebody else's blurry counter pictures or something.
I'm always waiting for Isaac Wong's photos because it's like, all right, he's got them. All right, so that means by next week I should have them in hand.
Yeah. That is so. And again, the perfect, the perfect rationale for why I didn't have those hot play Toy Turtles. So silly.
What?
That's just what I was laughing at last week about. Like, yeah, dude, like there's nothing.
Oh,
there's no pic. Why did you think you were special? Oh man. Finn says, I feel the same way, Machu. The DC stuff is so good. And then Dig said, Machu might as well get the hot toy Beetlejuice to go with the 89 Batman.
Right. I heard people saying that. That's not like a bad.
Yeah.
An extra $100 more, you can get a Hot Toys Beetlejuice, right? But
That's
I'm not knocking it.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking it. Like some people want to stick to 112, and don't want to dive into 1/6 because it's a very deep hole.
Oh my god, I know, man. And that's, I mean, like we've been slipping into it a little bit. I'm waiting for that. Well, we're both waiting for Deadpool. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
we're gonna get hit with that soon. You know that, right? Very soon.
Yeah. I just want it. I've been waiting for this figure forever. I need that, and I need to be able to watch this movie on my couch like immediately.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, how was the rest of your toy day today? I'm gonna catch up on your live tomorrow that you and Jay Shot did. So that was. How was the service in there? Pretty good, right? Like.
I mean, I haven't watched it back, but like I hope it was good.
Okay.
I tried we had so many failed attempts because I was trying to use my Osmo, but like I had to have Wi-Fi, so I tried to use my hotspot, and then I couldn't tell if I was live or not. So then we went on Jay Shot's phone because he has the microphones that plug in, but I don't have the port for that, so. We used his phone to go live, but hopefully it was clear as possible. I streamed at 720 instead of 1080, but
then that's okay. As long as like you said, as long as they was able to do it, that's really great. Especially it can be tough to go live when you're around all those cell phones and signals. Oh, here we go. Cal says, "Dope live, Machu."
Thank you.
Good. There we go. Excellent. Matt, just so you know, I don't know if you want to crack any of the things open or show them off because I got it. Oh, okay,
so
all right.
We'll keep it short. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because you're also pixelating on me, and I know I don't want you to yell at me.
Okay. No. Am I lagging like with the audio?
Audio sounds great. Yeah, it's just that slight video lag.
I'll be right back then.
Okay, all right. I had promised Matt I would always tell him. After my first time ever not. And I felt so silly. I'm like, well, you were sounding great and I didn't want to break up your flow. So yeah, guys, like I said, we got about 20 minutes left before I should go to bed. But yeah, we'll see what else Matt wants to show off. And I'm just so excited for whatever we're gonna do this week, toy wise. So let me know. Let me go take a look at the poll. Let me just take a look at the poll, how we're doing so far. Because remember, thanks to Diggs Figs, we have 5 new members of Yambonia, and you guys can all vote on the topic for this week's video. So let's see. I'm just seeing. I won't make any calls yet. I usually whenever I post it, I try to give a good 24 hours. If there's one that's running away, I can mentally start preparing. But let's see. Oh boy! Oh, you guys are so all right. So we have a lot more feedback in terms of our citizens to get. But right now, the first votes are all for the topic of FOMO. So I'm so happy you guys are enjoying these videos. That makes me so happy. Like I said, I'm trying to use this setup. So now instead of a little bokeh, there's Matt. It might be a little bit brighter like this, but again with the audio, trying to get the good audio. Boop. There we go. So FOMO, Matt. FOMO is the leading toy topic for this week's video from me. so far. And I'm just it's gonna be how I deal with it. And this is just how I deal with it, and maybe I can get tips from you guys and vice versa. Like maybe so that's what's leading the charge. But so John said that you guys ended up spending a little money today. Would you end up getting like from anybody? Like just you could just tell us about it.
I picked up a couple of wrestling figures, and then what else did I get? I got a Dio from Lone Wolf.
Ooh,
As he was packing up.
Yeah,
like one of the tall ones, with
nice.
the bricks and the windows.
Okay.
And it had like a billboard on top of it, so you could put whatever you want.
Oh wait,
like one of those?
Yeah, exactly like one of those. Yeah, that one.
The middle one, right? But then because I did the billboard was on that. Yes.
Yeah. So I got that. So
you know what? We got to call that the Tenio Tower. Because she was the first one to buy that was based on that. Oh man, hell yeah! I'm so happy you have that.
So like, all right, I got more buildings.
Yeah,
with the toy blocks, the Wall XD, and the NECA street tile that I got, and what else do I have? I have some buildings that I got from BBTS, like the corners.
Oh right.
Yeah. What else? Oh, but from the show today. What else did I get? I got some more stuff from Duarte. I got the concrete dividers or sections that were behind him. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I got the big 4-piece because he had that or a single, and I was like, I kind of wanted 2, but I guess I'll just get the 4.
Okay.
So I didn't want to just get one. That's the thing. I didn't want to get stuck with one. So
are you talking about the ones that were like the battle damaged ones, or something more like at this side, like that kind of divider? Or
no, the tall ones.
Okay.
Yeah. But I did buy me and Henrik, we both split into the whole set of the destroyed pillars.
Oh, those
and
pillars
the corner
with the steel wiring coming out.
With the steel rods. Yeah. So we got that. What else? Yesterday I picked up dumpster, one of the weathered ones. He was selling unpainted, and then he was selling weathered ones, which he not only weathered, but he like did damage to, so it looked like it was like it's been through,
Let me see if he has some of this stuff up on his page while you're talking about it.
Yeah, and when I bought a dumpster, he's like, "Here, take some garbage bags," because he gave the trash bags with it. What else did I get from him? I got the smoke grenades in the little crate.
Ooh, let's see. Is this?
Those are
the ice.
Yeah, see, like how the different levels of like construction.
That was what I told him. That was such a great business move because, again, it's 3 tiers of pricing depending on how much time and effort you can put in. Because he encourages that, just like Lone Wolf does. And I love that about these guys. There is the light in there, son of a bitch.
And a bag of ice.
Yep. Yeah, these were so rad. Like he nails that rusted, like just weathering.
Yeah.
But there's the clean version. Yeah, it's so gnarly. But that was such a great call to do that because, like you said, that just gives you so many. Even with the freaking, and that's what I meant to get yesterday. Oh, I was not prepared for yesterday's toy show. I just was looking forward to friends, and that's what I was prepared for. But in terms of the picking up, that's why I'm saying it. I using it as. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, is it what you're talking about?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so nice. Okay.
Behind those singles, he has like one solid like 4-piece.
Oh
so
yeah,
that one. Yeah.
Oh sweet. Oh, and that's like a nice size too. That's got to be what? That's got to be like a 12.
Yeah, it's a tall one, so that way I can use it for like when I live stream. I can have it as a background. Block out my clutter.
And shout out too. He was selling super action stuff. Yeah, he was helping out there too.
He's got that that creator booth like locked down where it's like there's a lot of stuff that you could choose from, and if
and Plunderlings, Ricky, he had Ricky stuff too. Yep.
Yeah, and if you're like if things are too pricey, he's got options for you, or you can even like you probably won't walk away from his table empty-handed because, like, oh, he's got super action stuff.
Yeah.
I might as well pick that up here, so I don't have to, pay taxes and shipping.
Mm-hmm. It's all right there. He had turtle vans for sale. He had the
He sold the
motorcycles.
turtle van today. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah. And
Oh, there you go. Unweathered. See, you can literally see the levels of destruction on all of his stuff. So yeah, it was a really great reconnaissance mission for me.
Yeah.
And and this is something from ChrisCon. This was the ChrisCon Monkey King Dio that he won at ChrisCon. And then I thought Toy Mirth bought it, and he said no, he'd given it to Anthony to shoot. So he's now willing to part with it. So this is for sale, that ridiculously beautiful Monkey King Dio with those cherry blossoms. It's crazy. Like, again, the guy, we know so many talented friends. Like, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see. This is a new collection stream. Man, he's so talented. Love to see his stuff in person. Dude, it's, again, Legends Con. That's going to be, he's going to have it all there. Got to get one of his couches at Legions. Oh, my God. Those couches. Just. The most heavily soiled one is like disgusting, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But man, so you had a good weekend. You had a fun week. I'm asking, did you have a fun weekend? There we go.
I was super tired yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to keep the energy levels up, but like it was because like I was painting all those cap heads the night before.
Oh yeah.
And then like I had to wake up early to try to get there early. But today I had a little, we left a little later, and I definitely slept like as soon as like I got home yesterday, and just woke up every now and then and I'm like, should I like unpack no, I'm just going right back to bed. Every time I woke up I'm like, should I? Nah, just go right back to bed.
Yeah. Dude, well, that was also, and just so you know, from this side, I was like, in the morning, I was like, all right, I'll wait and see if anybody says anything about the morning, because I didn't want you guys to be like, I know that how, especially again, doing those, like, doing the heads, staying up late, and then just going, like, for me, going for a few hours and then going to, like, a kid party. And so just, it was just being up and being on, and that type of thing. So, yeah, it was definitely a tiring weekend, but a great one. And we have to do another. I'm so sad I missed the dinner. I know, I missed the dinner.
It's the dinner, like the bonding after, that's like,
I know. That's
what you want to go for. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, we need to
show. It's just like we're all like, all right, how much time do we have left? Like, especially it's different now because I feel like a lot of our friends have become vendors.
Yeah.
Rather than like when we all first met, we all were just going to the ToyCon or like whatever show it was.
That's true. That's so
like,
true.
What kind of haul are you walking out with? And
yeah.
Like, what did you sell?
Yeah.
Or what did you trade?
Yeah. Yeah. And like so again, what I mean, the other of our friends have mentioned this in the past, but I'm officially on board with like doing things together, like separate of events, so we can like again, you guys did the Toy Migos meetup, the meets, like that was a blast. We need to do more just those type of things. So I'm officially on board, man. Officially on board. Toy shows are great. We're never gonna stop going to them. It's just that we should have another thing that we're all meeting up.
Right, and now I have to realize that I have to somehow supplement this this hobby and also like friendships of hanging out and going to cons and going out after.
Yep.
Like that's why I've decided maybe I'll start painting some head sculpts and see if anybody wants to buy them.
Hell yeah, man! Well, like I said, save me a screaming cap whenever you got another one around, or if you haven't one done, just put them aside. I'll take them.
Let me show. Let me see if I can get this on camera. You can talk while I try.
Oh yeah. Well, let's say we got some more friends over here. So let's see. Old Grumpy Dirt said, "This is the first time I'm happy to be far from those cons. Happy for saving my money. Please don't tell me he sells online and that he ships to Canada." I'm sure. I'm sure everybody can work it out.
We could maybe, I don't know.
Dig said, Dig said, I ordered one of Trevor's lunch boxes to put accessories in for Legions. That was going to be, guys, so I'm going to have to save this for a future stream. Again, my organization takes weeks anyway, but oh, it's so gorgeous. I know it's not currently doing it justice, Matt. It's not your fault. It's the camera you were clearer than.
Oh, and it got.
But it's still, yeah, it's still like, guys, you could tell. I would hope you could still see from the shadowing, the texturing, and then the paint. Oh my God. They're so worth it. So again, this is really exciting that Matt is getting into this. I know from hours painstakingly painting these, he's probably not super thrilled, but you are really good at this, Matt.
You know what it is though? It is actually kind of therapeutic, so that's why I like doing it. But like,
yeah,
I'm sure it'll catch up, and it'll be like,
sure.
Okay, I can't keep this up anymore. You know?
If you do it in shifts, in waves, or just like you said, like prepping for like a Legends Con or a ToyCon, like then
And I just happened to had to do it all in one night. Yes, for Friday.
Right,
so,
right.
You know what, I'll prep it better for Legions. I'll have more than and other. I think I'll have Wolverine maybe.
That would be cool.
Heads.
All right.
So, yeah.
Well, that would be good because Matt, knowing how both of our brains work, we'll just have to like push each other to remember to do things.
Yeah.
Which we do anyway, so I'll be like,
you're gonna constantly ask me, "Hey, how are you doing with those cap heads?"
Yeah,
keep check, right?
Yeah, that's all, and they're like no pressure, just like just put them. Oh, okay, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna knock one out tonight. Perfect. There you go. But the future talk, guys. I did have my vapor lunchbox. This is reminding me of what Diggs was just saying. I'm going to be swapping. I didn't know, the direction of where tonight's stream was going. But I was gonna eventually do some accessory swapping and put together a whole wardrobe box. So my lunch box is gonna turn into an odious soft goods clothing box.
Smart. Yeah, that's smart.
So because I even took out my Mythic Legions red shirt that I want to have and all the other stuff. So and speaking of friends, there's Lago. How you doing, brother man? Hope you're having a great Sunday night, buddy. And yeah, that was at the Lago and Henrock table where you had your head sculpts. Did some move, or did all of them move? Did what?
Some moved, and then I gave some away to the other vendors that were around. So
that's nice.
I didn't have to bring anything home.
Nice.
I want to get rid of that batch and then start a new batch. So.
Very cool. Oh, that's nice. RG's in the house. There we go. He said he couldn't make it this weekend. Hey, it was hard. I only had about 3 hours of the whole double. I joked with Trevor. I'm like, didn't these people know that I had a ToyCon to go to and they're scheduling all these kids' birthday parties? Let's see. Make sure the paints match. That old guy was loco. I guess I missed an exchange at the ToyCon.
Yeah, he was very adamant about the paint matching. And then today I brought an actual the 20th anniversary cap, so that way I can just prove that the paint matches. And
yes, all right.
That's why I even put it on my story that I was like, "Hey, I'm selling these heads here. If you guys, if you guys are at the show."
Right. Oh my God, that's too funny. Manbeast Bliss says definitely bring more heads. I try to convince Hanok to do more all the time. The Vapor Lunchbox is the only thing I kept and used from that figure.
Oh man, that was a good figure.
I love that figure. I even had.
I want the burner. I want the burner Vapor,
dude. I know, and you know what? I'm still kicking myself about Vaporoni, man. But I had my Vapor out. We were gonna do a whole little clothing thing, so maybe that could be next week. That could be a fun little. let's have odious pillage soft goods wardrobes.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, Matt, it's 5 minutes to 10.
Yeah,
I should probably. I know. It was a good weekend. It was a good but tiring weekend. So just doing separate things, but it was a good weekend. A lot of good toys, man. A lot of good toys. So, what are we starting with next? So, what are you going to be opening first to mess with in your mind? That'll be our final question of the night.
Ooh.
What are you most excited to? And it could be a Dio piece. It could be, but what are you most excited to just play with, pose, set up, whatever, all of the things.
I did get a King Conan. So I might
Oh,
be interested in opening that.
you son of a gun! Was that Toy Chase or somebody else?
It was
Son-
a trade.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was a trade
Ooh.
with somebody else who was shopping.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be excited if yeah. All right. So that's a good pick. That's a good pick to open. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to get Gene going. And then I might encourage some Cyclops Mezco things and
Mhm.
but I think that Mafex Gene I'm very interested. Anything I need to know to look for or watch out for in regards to her?
I know J Shot broke the wrist, so be careful with that.
That's good to know.
Mhm.
I appreciate it. Let's see. So we have so New York Comic Con next, then Legends Con. Hell yeah, man. And Matt,
Yeah.
you're going 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day?
I have a 4-day badge. I
Mhm.
don't know if I'm gonna go all 4 days because I usually need like a day to like recover.
Mhm.
I'm definitely going Thursday.
Yes.
Definitely
Okay.
hitting up Thursday. Friday and Saturday are interchangeable on whether or not I, take that as
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
gonna be fun.
Gotta win
Yeah.
the lottery. That's the next goal.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Like New York Comic Con, I am just excited, especially for I'm excited to hang out with my brother-in-law. Mike, you got to so that's like our time to walk around and then like have us go and like talk to like Zacho and just and then like Ryan Ting and Dan Yoon and Deloy and just like all the toy guys around. So that's always like fun. I'm not stressed at all about trying to get anything, which is nice. And yes, win the lottery. We're trying. I'll let you guys know.
I also just found out that I might be going to Decon, which is the week after Legion's Con.
Ooh.
and
Oh,
it's in
snap.
Vegas.
In Vegas. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Third trip out west. This
796 going?
year. Yeah, I think he might be. I'm not sure. I can't really speak for him yet.
No. Fair. No, I remember talking to him about that at Comic-Con. Like, I'm like, we would have some fun in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing that worries me is you think that I've dropped money on toy shows. I've actually dropped way more money in Vegas.
It's another just place that it's like a vacuum. It's constantly just
Yeah.
taking money out of us. And
I'm scared.
I know. No, we'll be okay. We're gonna make this work. And Art says Mezco is back for New York Comic Con and for Horseman. What? They'll have a booth too. Hell yeah! Oh, that's so neat.
Hey, let's stop telling people about Mezco being back at New York Comic Con, so that way nobody rushes to that line.
True. Yeah, you know what? I haven't heard that at all. Oh man. Well, Matt, thank you for jumping on, and it was so good seeing you and John and all the friends yesterday. And again, wish I got to see you guys more today, but I got to. This is good. We got a little hangout time, and everybody in the chat, thank you guys so much for being here, listening to us talk about toys and back to school nights and all the other nonsense. But of course, we appreciate you. Gene, real quick, has excited for Mezco, going to pick up whatever they're dropping, going to be first online. Fair. That's true. That we got to stop saying. We'll see you there, Gene. We don't know what you're talking about right now. Well, everybody, have a great rest of your Sunday evening. Have an awesome start to your week. Check out yesterday's collecting. Don't worry, is not hoarding video, and have all of the good things. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.
See ya.